Hi everyone, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome to the November 2017 Soul Tarot reading for Leo. I'm doing these readings today. I'm trying to get a couple out on the fly. As you can tell, it's getting dark here. We've had, in case you don't know, bizarre, intense storms for a month. I don't think there's been a day of sun in an entire month, and I source my electricity from the sun. So life has been challenging for me. Apologies, the readings are coming out as fast as I can get them out. So we did have a little bit of sun this afternoon, and I'm just going for it. So if you're new, welcome. I love having new folks stumble upon this channel and all the knowledge and information that comes out from you. And for all the returning viewers and subscribers, I'm so glad to be here with you, because there is a series of really exciting, from my way of thinking, readings coming out that are a continuation of the story that we've been unwinding all year, and particularly some more messages streaming out of the experience of being in the Sacred Passage tombs in the Boyne Valley in Ireland last month. So if you are new or you have not seen those videos, I would urge you to pause this and go look at least at that, and understand that these videos build upon each other month to month. And there's been a very sacred story unfolding since I came to YouTube in February. So I'm going to jump right in because it's going to be very dark very soon. And I'm really trying to get this out. I have a crazy busy weekend coming up. So let's jump into it. I will toggle back and forth from YouTube to my software and show you some pics. So here's the first picture. That is the first card that lays over the top of your reading. And for those of you that don't know, that is the theme, the message, the light, if you will, that Spirit wants to, the word that's coming through is share with you today through this reading. That is the Renewer. It is a major arcana card. And coming right on the top of the reading, I've been seeing a lot of images about the sacred bowl, the sacred cauldron, out of which healing and abundance. And Spirit's been talking about nurture and nature, that which we seek in this realm. So the Renewer speaks about sacred healing, and we can see the triple goddesses there. The flowers upon which that vessel rests are elderflowers that have been used for eons for healing. So this is about healing your existence deep across the divide into the mystical realm, if you will. And it is not the last card, but the second to the last card in the major arcana of this deck, which is telling us that you've come a long way in your journey to be at this point. And it signifies a coming transformation. And certainly that is what we've been talking about all this time. Bringing things to resolution, illuminating your path, okay? Helping you release and come to forgiveness and the freedom that comes with this release and this forgiveness, so that you can access the full power of your internal resources. That's what Spirit's talking about. It's about, the recovery of your essential focus as a being. And it speaks to the renewal of your devotion to yourself and to the spiritual reality of your existence. That's a very profound message, Leo. And if you were here and you saw the reading from last month, you know that reading came out from the Passage tomb at Loughborough, which is the seat of power for Queen Maeve, who was one of the sacred leaders in her time. And there's a long story. You can hear it on that prior month video. I don't have time to go into that tonight, sadly, or I would prattle on, believe me. So, You know, while we think about this journey, what Spirit's been talking to me about, and I've said it in all the videos, we are coming toward our own spiritual passageway, having been through the development in 2017 and the portals that have opened. And now we are coming to the final stage. And in November and December, we are literally harvesting and preparing for the solstice. Because just like in the passage tombs, when the sun comes up on the solstice, on that day, Spirit is saying, here's the download that's coming, and the holy days that surround that point of energy. So a little bit before, a little bit after, there's going to be a very active ability to have our own type of spiritual passage and to harvest that with which, that which we've been prepared for. So again, I'm just going to reference some of the earlier videos. If you've been here, you know each astrological set point has been having their own type of development in order to shift and change and refine our energy, because it is that moves us forward. So clearly, beautiful Leo, beautiful, courageous Leo, healing, so that you can step into the deepest aspect of your nature and harvest all the work, the fruits of all the labor that you've been doing all year long. So I'm going to toggle back and let you check that out again while I prep the next picture. So that being the theme, coming over the top, the card that lies directly underneath that is the card that indicates your energy in these moments as you walk through the month. And there, look at that. I believe, dear Leo, you've seen this before in your readings. That is the King of Art. The King of Art is very wise, very stable, definitely holding his power in his hand. He is illuminated with sacred vision. His job is to be a pathfinder. And you can see that he is activated at the heart chakra and definitely at the third eye. I'm going to try to hold this card up because it's getting dark. I don't know if that's going to help you. But there you go. There's a close-up. Look at that. Beautiful. And the raven indicating the ability to cross over and to use the sacred vision to see deep in, across the divide into the mystical realm. And given the fact that these are here together, not only is healing coming, but, because of this healing, you stand in this aspect. And your ability, because of your beautiful Leo energy, you will be finding a path going forward with your sacred vision for yourself, for your own journey, and for all of us to help us transform in these moments of the solstice and going forward into 2018. So let me toggle back so you can look at that and just, Spirit's been saying, just let that sift into you and take that in, the depth of that message. So with those energy set points being prepared for you, that's what's coming through from Spirit. There, of course, will be a journey that is, the pathway is being lit. That's why the King of Art is here. And it is a pathway toward a certain type of healing. And the healing is about coming into your profound nature and your ultimate power as a Leo with that vibrational set point that you have. And so here is the human aspect of that journey that you will be on. So that first card, there actually, if you look at that, there are two foundation cards. The first one on the left is the foundation of skill. Coming through this journey, coming to a new place of skill and, solid foundation with which, as I was saying, to create. And, with your beautiful fiery energy, with how appropriate that you are in the process of forging your new life, your existence going forward. And you have the foundation, the strength, the tools that you need in this moment. And you work with the fire of the moment in all of these ways. And Spirit wants me to point out the reflection of the message in the cards. So there you are, in this new foundation that comes to you from the sacred vision that you are developing through this journey. It's beautiful. And standing right next to it, another foundation card. That's very unusual. I don't see that very often as a card reader, I have to tell you. And so, you know, that thing that was coming through in the beginning about the strength of your nature and recapturing that, the fullness of your ability as a Leo, as a vibrational being, as a spirit being, here to have a certain type of journey. So this next card speaks to that in a way that the foundation of skill sets the groundwork for. So see, we're getting now a little shadow. Okay. That is the foundation of battle. And your transition, their spirit in the background, just lending you energy. Do you see the activation? And just being present while you progress through your days. This gentleman has come through a rite of passage. All right, I'm going to move this lamp. There we go. He's come through a rite of passage. That's what this foundation is about. As a sacred warrior, he holds his spear and his intentions and his energy and his ability to create his pathway and discover, Spirit's saying, his pathway going forward is very highly activated because the King of Art, the Pathfinder, is here accompanying you on this journey as you go through this sacred rite of passage. And, you know, Spirit's saying, as you have come through, and clearly you have, over the course of this year, if you're familiar with these readings, you know what I'm talking about. And so going forward, we are on, obviously, you know, in a calendar way, the last part of that journey. You've come through a sacred transformation. You've come through an initiation. Spirit's been poking you and prodding you all year through the messages that have come through the cards, you know, while holding you in a state of love and appreciation and helping you, attempting to work with you in order to help you find your deepest place of existence. That's literally the phrase that's coming through. So clearly, in November, that's the journey. And when you come to this very, very firm foundation, you then have the ability to set off on this prophesied path, to find the sacred path for yourself. You come to a new place. And Spirit wants me to leave the picture up there for a moment and talk with you about the reflection of the colors in the cards as they unfold. And the way the King of Art stands so firm and solid in his footing in this beautiful golden light with all the fire and passion of the mystical realm, finding the path forward and accompanying you, because this is the energy you carry as you come through the month of November. And so it is logical to come to these places of strength and foundation and skill and creative ability. And from that foundation, you then come to a new place. And that card is the courtship of knowledge. It's a really gorgeous progression. And there you are, on your knees, right? And being humble, you know, having the strength to be humble and to offer gifts and continue your transformation in this way. Indirect communication with the spirit realm and with, you know, with and from, Spirit says, that part of you, that place inside of you. On your knees, supplicant is the word that's coming through. And it's a number 3 card. It's a relatively new effort, a new journey because of the way in which you are able to connect with it. That's what Spirit's talking about. So this shift, definitely November and December, things coming into fruition, the healing that you're experiencing in order to help you repossess yourself. It is this type of a journey that helps you wield your power in this way. That's the phrase that's coming through. So, it's about being humble, but Spirit's saying things like having the strength to be soft, if you will. And if you look at the center card, clearly that's a very powerful being. And yet, he has the representation of his spirit power in his hand through that spear. But he's not a warrior that has a lot of armor. He's risen through his development to the place of being a king, where there is stability and higher vision and leadership capacity. And so, Leo, that is what this journey, that's where it's taking you. So I want to show you the bridge card. It's going to blow your mind. And again, I'm sorry, the light is fading, so it's a little dark. Look at that. On that foundation, when you take this next step of being in courtship with the knowledge that comes to you through this development, that courtship brings you to a brand new quest. That is the quest of art. This card's been coming up a lot through these readings in the last couple days. Look at that. Okay? And, it's coming through again. Spirit's been talking about two things. A Piscean-like moment and like a salmon always returns to the source. That is where we are all going, each through the journey of our own energetic and astrologic set point. So this is the journey you've been on, this quest. It is deepening, and you are coming to the place where you make this magical discovery in a moment, and you pull aside the fronds, and this is what you find. And it's you. And you're seeing yourself and your energy set point and understanding the true nature of your being and what that means to be a spirit being walking in a human body. And again, there's transformation indicated by the garments. And you know what I love about this? Let me toggle back. So there's red in the hat. And look at the flush on the cheeks, the excitement of this discovery. Because it was not something that was anticipated in the way it comes through because of the depth and the strength of it. And you've been looking, you've been searching. We all have. Every one of us. That's why we're here together on this channel, right? There's something inside of us that inspires us to move forward and to have this type of quest. So, if you look at the center line, the first point of discussion was this healing, the renewer, if you will. And it's not just renewal and healing, it's renewal of your devotion. And then there is the Pathfinder. That's your aspect. That's you searching. And the bridge card to the spirit realm, to the journey that your soul is having, is this beautiful quest of art in order to find your way home. And because you're a Leo, this will not surprise you. I loved it when this card came out. I'm going to show you the soul journey line. Check it out. So that first card on the top left is the Warrior of Skill. So based on this foundation of skill and the foundation of battle, having come through this rite of passage and able to be connecting with the spirit realm in a new, more subtle yet more powerful way, more pure, more direct, this quest of art comes, and you see what it is you've been striving for in the center of your being. And above in the mystical realm, the spirit realm, the heavens, whatever word you want to put on it is completely fine with me. There's the reflection of it. So let me show you and talk to you about these cards. That's the warrior of skill. This gentleman with this beautiful male energy, like all the gorgeous male energy reflected in this reading, he stands at the ready, waiting, just kind of like the progression and the bridge card. So he's, in the stories in the deck, he's known to be somewhat impulsive, right? But it's sacred impulse that he responds to. And so he stands in this mystical realm, in the twilight, if you will. Whereas this person, look at standing in the full light of the passion and of the vision that's available in each moment, in the way you stand in this journey on the spirit level. It's in the twilight, in the mystical realm. And what he does, literally, he also has his personal power in his hand. And he waits for the sacred impulse to strike him. And then he gets up on that horse and he rides straight into the night. And I love that these two are here together. It's fantastic. Right? Beautiful male energy. Informing your journey, lighting your path, creating the impulse within you, and the vision to see where it is you're going. And what's lovely to me, pardon me, about these readings in November is the fact that these things are reflected, right? There is a greater blending, from my perspective as a reader, in the energies that are reflected here on the earth and the soul journey. I can feel the alignment happening by watching what is going on with the cards. And that's the message the Spirit's talking about. This alignment, healing, change, shift, regeneration, the quest. So the quest of art is all about the sacred impulse on the spirit line. And that is what you respond to when you seek to find your path. Isn't that a gorgeous story? I love it. All right, so let's toggle back and look at the next one. That is the elopement of skill. So again, winding our way through, having found this foundation of skill based on your fiery passion and your strength and your openness at the will center, at your heart chakra, at your throat chakra, open, naked, having no need to protect yourself because you have these incredible strength of foundation, of skill, and of battle, knowing the battles you've come through. And you come to this place of sacred inspiration, having had this discovery in the quest of art, and that causes your spirit, the impulse that comes is the elopement of skill. That is you joining your energy with spirit. There we go. So there's a little story that goes behind this card, as like all the cards. This is about aligning yourself, marrying yourself, your human self and your spirit self. Do you see the garment? The female person has the mystical purple garments of the universe, and this man has the blue garment of transformation. Do you remember the Ring of Fire that came in February and the Lion's Gate portal? Spirit is really talking to you. And here's the other thing. Let me toggle back. Do you see this center, the very center line, the vertical line in this reading? You have come across, through this training, through your shift and change, to a rite of passage, a new foundation, the type of warriorship that you now have the capacity to engage in, with the King of Art, the Pathfinder, watching over you, and you coming into that aspect of yourself. And then above that, there is a sacred joining. And I'll talk about the next card in a moment. But this was about a couple. They were trying to be married. Someone was jealous and standing in their way, etc., etc. Though the woman had to go through a type of death. A spell was put on her. She was turned into a fly. She had to find a way to pass through and free herself. And that's the journey you've been on. And what she did was flew into the mouth of another woman. They were at a banquet hall. And then, because it's all about magic, right? Then she transformed and was reborn as a result of that sacred feminine passageway into the mystical realm. And when she was reborn, it all happened in a moment. She was able to join her lover. The spell was broken. And they literally rose through the smoke hole, the chimney of the great hall. And when they reached the top, they turned into swans and flew away. So clearly, a very profound transformation, shift and change going on. So look at the next card. It's Spirit's obviously saying the same message twice. Your transformation, as you come to the ability and answer the impulse to join yourself with Spirit. This is about your walk across the earth as a spirit being, able finally, in the light of these moments that have come forward, to join your knowledge and your energy in direct connection with the spirit realm, even though you still walk here as a human being, with all our challenges and all our foibles. Spirit says it doesn't matter. The moment is arriving and really wants everyone to know this is the path you are following. Do not doubt it. Don't doubt yourself. That message has been coming out a lot as well. So look at that. The revelation of a deeper form of knowledge. Spirit's talking to me about prophecy, even though this is not a prophecy card. To me, it's about reincarnation and shift and change. Okay? So first you marry yourself to Spirit and that part of your identity, and then you come across this incredible journey. So this is a story about a warrior who lived a very, very long time. Spirit always says eons. And, long after everybody else was dead, he was still alive. And you see the color, he's transforming. So he came across this ocean. And Spirit says the sun is the reflection of him when he reemerged. Elk signifies the stamina for a very long journey. And obviously being very upstanding, very strong, very ethical, and purity of vision. So, let me see if I can make a little picture for you. Look at that. Okay, that's the way in which you're traveling. And complete and utter transformation. The ability to be with yourself at long last as a spirit being. To really feel it and allow that to emanate from you as you continue your human journey. Because, obviously 2018 is going to come. Something is shifting. And we who work on the energy of creating change, we have an opportunity to actually shift the energy in these places in our own lives, where we stand. Spirit's talking about right where you stand. And don't worry about what to do with it. Just be in it. And that message has been coming through really strong all day long. Just be in the energy. Learn to wield it. That is why all these foundations and this sacred quest, right? And the warrior of skill. All of these indications of strength. Beautiful, male-informed strength and shift and change. The impulse, the impetus, the inspiration to find a new path forward in a very humble way. Isn't that interesting? So let's toggle back. Pardon me. I want to show you the outcome card. Just look into that for just a moment. This is about a certain type of energetic journey And Leo, given the strength that you have and the strength of heart, that is why the cards display this way. And it, on some level, there's discussion about this type of internal process that is informed with the strength of a Leo, which we then interpret that as male oriented, right? So Spirit's been talking a lot about the yin and the yang and the rejoining and the resetting that flow of energy, if you will. So the reading starts with the triple goddess. And then this male energy informed sacred warrior's path begins to unfold and wind its way through the cards with all the quest and all the inspiration, impulse to mate yourself in a sacred way with the spirit realm and to become whole again by coming across this incredible journey and, being informed in a certain way that we are here in these times to have this journey, to have this transformation. There's something about the way it is linked to our soul progress as we learn and grow, and shift and change and move forward. So let's take a look at the outcome card. Look at that. That is the High Priestess standing next to the Triple Goddess, and she has the Sacred Mother at her back. And she, like the King of Art, is the guardian. So this is a major arcana card as an outcome. I'm going to transition back so I can try to show you the card. Okay, look. Look at her. Highly activated at the heart chakra. The energy of the sacred female from deep across the mystical realm. Do you see the water, the river flowing? Look at that. The High Priestess is extremely powerful, fertile, sacred, feminine energy. Look at that. She is the guardian of the gateway in Soul Tarot. And so as you move through your days in November and December, she is here to balance this journey and to welcome you into the mystical realm and the experience that you are having as a pathfinder and as a being, an entity is the word that's coming through, experiencing this. That's what I'm being told in the background. How profoundly beautiful is that? Spirit's talking about the sacred couple and and telling me to hold up these cards, not the other cards, because again, as you guys know, I've not been allowed to talk about romance. So I'm being requested in this moment to just reaffirm for you, this is about you. It's not about your partnership. It's not about, this is come home to yourself. Find your way home. Stand in the middle of that. From that place, you look outward to find your path and go through the gateway that apparently is opening based on what's coming through to me on the solstice. And so you are being gifted with this particular type of journey and the really beautiful blending of male and female energy, very exalted, sacred male and female energy. And this woman greets you, I believe, Leo, standing as a sentry. So as you find your path, this is who will meet you. Isn't that a gorgeous tale? I mean, what could be better for the month of November than that? I never imagined something like that coming out of these cards, but that's what's been happening since I've come back from the Passage Stones. And, I'm humble, you guys know. I don't profess to know anything, but these things come through. And this is how the journey of my life unfolds. I just have to trust it. And I have learned over the years, absolutely put my faith in that place. So I am wishing you well. And I'm gonna, let me just show you that again for a minute. How gorgeous. Let me toggle back so you can see the full spread while I say my goodbyes. So, I forgot to say, If you want a reading, if you want to sign up for live stream, or you want any kind of a consultation from me, scroll below the video. You'll see a description box. Click on the words show more, and there's a huge amount of information behind that tab that'll open up. Everything you need to know is right there. So Leo, wow. I mean, who would expect less? I guess it's part of what I'm thinking. But my goodness, thank you for this incredible journey that you are having and for all the work you are doing on yourself and out in the world. And Spirit's reminding me, when you get to this place, don't worry about it. Just be there. Just be there to the best of your ability. Practice being in yourself, your true self, in your genes. Spirit's been saying it all day. Be in this place, in your genes, and just walk across the earth in this energy. And then we will see shift and change begin to happen. Well, we're seeing it. Look what's going on in the world. It's really interesting, isn't it, to see the upheaval that's happening, the chaos. And this is what's going on underneath. So Spirit says, take heart and be present in your genes. That's the tagline for November, I guess. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next month. Have a wonderful November. And for those of you in the States, happy Thanksgiving. And I am going to be just so grateful for all of you and all the joy you bring through your own voice when you chat with me on the channel. So keep that up because I love it. Thanks, everyone.